register of voters, official stamp and ink pad in observed locations. Reports from 246 of the 250 sampled polling units indicated early arrival of polling officials and materials, with the presence of INEC officials at 75% of polling units across the state by 7:30 a.m. Voting also commenced on time, with 69% of polling units commencing accreditation and voting by 8:30 a.m. The functionality of the BVAS machine was also optimal, with 96% level of performance in the observed polling units. However, there are identified inconsistencies in the number of parties and candidates on the ballot papers and result sheets. For example, while INEC's final list of candidates contains 14 names, the Form EC 8A polling unit result sheets provide spaces for 15 political parties, and there are 19 political parties on the ballot papers. Participation of women, persons with disabilities, and vulnerable groups. Reports received from our observers indicate that the voting process was likely inclusive for women and persons with disabilities. The situation reports from about 100 observers deployed to 88 polling units by the Gender and Election Watch of the Nigerian Women Trust Fund indicates that the participation of women, who constitute 51% of the voting population, is relatively high, despite some minor operational challenges. It's noted that women are playing significant roles as polling officials, agents, and voters, with 158, that is 58%, as polling unit officials, 87 as party agents, with the visible presence of women on the voting queue. 2 minor incidents were recorded in polling unit 6, polling unit 6, Ward 11 in Ifaki, Idosi local government area, where a nursing mother was initially denied priority voting, and as well as in Iriwa Ward is the Orun local government area and Ikere local government area, where the beavers had some difficulty in capturing the biometrics of elderly voters. There were reports that significant participation of persons with disabilities in the election, with no significant incidents of harassment. Accessibility measures were visible, with 89.9% of polling units physically accessible, 80.6% observance of priority voting, and 71.4% provision of assistive voting devices in the observed polling units. However, accessibility challenges were observed in some polling units, such as in parts of Ado Ekiti. The details are in the statement. Security situation. The overall security situation is largely peaceful, with the deployment of 5 to 10 security personnel to each of the 2,442 polling units across the states. Voting is proceeding in most of these observed locations without any significant disruption, large-scale violence, or major operational failure. However, the credibility and integrity of the election is threatened by isolated cases of violence and well-organized voter inducement and vote-buying schemes. So far, there are 24 reported incidents of violence across 10 local government areas of Irepodun, Ifelodun, Ado Ekiti, Emure, Idosi, Ilejemeje, Ijero, Iseorun, Gbonyin, Ikole, and Oye. Electoral offences and irregularities. Reports of vote buying and voter intimidation were received from across 9 local government areas, where 24 incidents were recorded, with specific cases mainly in Irepodun, Ifelodun, and Ado Ekiti local government areas to compromise the secrecy of the ballots. Access for observers and media. The election environment was generally conducive for journalists, with confirmed reports of unimpeded access to polling units. There were also significant efforts to combat and debunk false narratives relating to alleged INEC administrative actions, candidates' endorsements and withdrawals, party defections, voter inducement claims, and purported incidents of electoral violence. The correct information were amplified on mainstream media and social media platforms. However, in some locations in Ikere, Ado Ekiti, and parts of Southwest, Ekiti West and Ikole, security personnel restricted the access and movement of journalists, while in Ikere Ekiti, party agents and security agents allegedly obstructed journalists from performing their duties. There are recommendations, preliminary recommendations to INEC: fix any malfunctioning beavers or deploy a replacement beavers to polling units experiencing technical beavers functionality. 2. Ensure extended voting hours are granted to polling units that opened late or with the beavers malfunction to prevent disenfranchisement. 3. Allow voters on the queue by the official close of polls to vote with due cognizance of priority voting for vulnerable groups. 4. Ensure strict compliance of polling unit presiding officers with Section 39 and 40 of the INEC regulations and guidelines for the conduct of elections 2026 on closing of voting procedures and electronic transmission of results. We're also calling on INEC to ensure immediate pasting of Form EC 60E at the polling unit and the instantaneous and real-time uploading.
Can you raise it up so that we see?
See this one again.
What word is this?
Tell me that I'm already see Let me see. That one is void now.
Yes, correct.
No, but we're monitoring the process. So if it's
How are you doing? Fine. We have been calling the last 2 hours. Oh, yes. There was crisis here.
Yes, that's what the VC...
Yes, there was crisis here.
Oh, sorry about that.
I've been calling. I alerted the policeman here. I told her they were distributing money, so she couldn't go there. That was the beginning of the problem. We started on a very clean slate.
Great.
I came here even before the officials, and there was no problem. Until there were allegations that this lady was distributing money. And I confronted her. She called her boss. The council chairman came here, started abusing me. I'm a senior citizen here. This is my polling booth. The chairman is from a different polling booth. And one essay to the president also came here with fake policemen. He pushed me.
Fake policemen?
Yes, people with uniform. Because if they are policemen like you, they won't behave that way. And it has been rank off his money here. I don't believe they should hang around here after voting.
Yes, I've appropriately told her.
Yes, they should
Every person who has voted.
Yes, you go home.
At the point of counting.
They are distributing money from this arena. And I confronted them.
Did you try to draw any officials' attention?
I told the policeman here.
And officials' attention.
I told them. They said,
an average policeman does not know who is who.
Yes,
Just like I don't know you, you introduce yourself to me.
Yes. I told them, they said they won't leave this place. Because they were distributed from that angle. I told the policeman, I told you.
This is not police, this is
I know, I'm just saying,
defense.
there's a policeman. I told the woman.
Okay.
That they were distributing money.
For now.
The man came here, the SA, so the president came here to push me. He was confronting me. He beat my driver to a stupor, full of blood. He's in the hospital now. Because it's SA to the president. It's not from this polling booth.
What's the name of the SA?
Makinde Raoye came here to push me and my son as his father. Just because of an election.
Okay. We are on an operational duty.
Yes.
And the assignment today is very critical. And that is why you see me as a commissioner of police within your ward.
Thank you.
And unit.
Thank you.
We may not be able to entertain your complaint now, but if there are issues, you can come and either reduce everything into writing,
I will do that.
Or you come to the divisional headquarters and lay complaints.
I don't know why my polling booth is a target.
It's all right. I'm going to drop more manpower for you.
Thank you, sir.
If there are issues like that, we'll be able to overwhelm any opposition, any force of arm that may come to invade your unit. But for now, area is calm.
It's calm for now. But they should all go home.
We have already directed. I have already directed.
hello, sir.
So madam, the only thing I can do for you,
yes,
as an institution, is to provide an enabling environment.
Thank you.
For every player should play the games according to the rules.